Yo, shout out to Jimmy High Roller, by the way. Anyway, today we're gonna be reacting to when a pre-NBA Kevin Durant embarrassed LeBron and Team USA. Let's check it out. Right. So I guess that's KD. Nice, nice. It's my type of dunk. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, let's turn this up. Let's turn this up.
There's no depth on the baseline. He got behind the defense. 22 for Kevin Durant.
Okay, Kevin Durant is going berserk. He is absolutely lighting up Team USA, scoring at will on this all-world lineup.
Yo, what was that lineup? What was that lineup?
Scoring at will on this.
Chris Bosh. Okay, I guess he would be a power forward because Dwight Howard's at center. LeBron James, Jason Kidd, Mike Miller. Who's Mike Miller? Wait, let me search this up. Oh, okay, this guy. Average player. Average player. I can do better than him. Average player. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
All-world lineup. The kid is going crazy. And I say kid because this game didn't take place a few years ago. It didn't take place while he was in OKC. It didn't take place when he was a rookie. This display of basketball greatness happened in the summer of 2007. When
Yo, I was 1 year. I was a 1-year-old.
Durant was 18.
Nice. How old is Kevin Durant, man?
He even played a
Yo,
NBA game.
this is when he actually had hair, man. Oh, that's sick. Jimmy High Roller, alright.
In 2007, the NBA looked a bit different than it does today. Dirk Nowitzki was the league's most valuable player. The Phoenix Suns had the NBA's most lethal offense. The average NBA team made only 6 3-pointers a game, and the Atlanta Hawks were at the bottom of the NBA.
Why is that a surprise?
That hasn't changed. But while the NBA season was well underway,
Nice. Okay.
a slim, lanky forward out of the University of Texas was setting college basketball on fire. This was long before the age of tall, shifty perimeter players. In 2007, the list of tall dudes who could hit a consistent outside shot and handle the rock was very short. In fact, the list was so short that the idea of getting your hands on such a player was a long shot. It was something NBA teams were rarely willing to build their entire team around. In 2007, finding a tall, pure scoring forward with an outside shot was like finding a needle in a haystack. It was nearly unventured territory. And then teenage Kevin Durant.
Oh, the ads, man.
Video editor for all creators. What you doing there?
Durant showed up and made us all rethink what was possible. Even this past season, in the age of shooters, Kevin Durant still remains the anomaly of the anomaly. While playing in his first and only season in college, KD had a skill set that had NBA teams scrambling to not only acquire him in the draft, he had the entire league reevaluating what they were looking for in a player. He could handle the ball. He could bring it up the court. He was an ultra-elite scorer on all 3 levels, while leading the conference in rebounds, blocks, and earning Big 12 All-Defensive Team honors. KD solidified his dominance in the conference tournament by averaging 31 points and 11 rebounds a game, and earning NCAA College Basketball Player of the Year, the first freshman to ever win the award. Durant was a on one of the stages, and the next stop in his basketball journey was the NBA. But before KD...
I haven't said this ever, but like, why did the NBA change the Supersonics from Seattle? Why did they change it from Seattle to Oklahoma? Like, that was the dumbest move. That was the dumbest move in the NBA, in my opinion. At least go somewhere with people, you know, because then you'll actually get some profit, because more people will go to your games. But no one lives in Oklahoma, man.
He would ever play a single game in the NBA, he had to make a quick detour. A since forgotten game against Team USA basketball and the best basketball players on the planet. By the summer of 2007, many players that would eventually become Durant's peers and rivals were
Yeah,
already
there's
on their
that.
way to becoming all-time greats.
There's
Melo
Carmelo
was
Anthony.
averaging nearly 30 points a game.
And Carmelo Anthony is so overrated,
Putting
man.
up 37 and 7 a night with a finals appearance under his belt. And Kobe was Kobe. In fact, the youngest player on the Team USA roster was a 21-year-old Dwight Howard. But for just a few weeks, Team USA coaches decided to give the 18-year-old kid out of Texas a shot and suit up with the team to showcase his abilities. Or, the more likely scenario, sit on the bench in awe of the NBA's best talent. Since the inclusion of professional basketball players in 1992, of the hundreds of players who have played for Team USA basketball, Kevin Durant is by far the youngest player to ever suit up for the men's senior team. Durant wasn't even supposed to be there. These were scrimmage games to get Team USA prepared for the men's FIBA World Championship that summer. Durant was such an afterthought in the program that he came off the bench. The Kevin Durant came off of the bench in a basketball game. In the 1,165 officially recorded basketball games Kevin Durant has played in, he has started in 1,159.
Yo.
One of those 6 games he didn't start in his entire basketball career was this USA scrimmage in the summer of 2007.
I mean, like, look, how were they supposed to know that you were gonna be an NBA legend? Like, think about it, man. Think about it.
In the world. He hasn't even played a minute in the NBA, and he's coming off the bench. I mean, come on. How much damage could the kid do?
Good exposure to Kevin Durant.
Look at Curry, man. All right, we're gonna skip. Bye, Curry.
To get to play against the NBA's best, and he has yet to play his first regular season game. This will tell him just how much work he is ahead of him. And, he's a very humble, hardworking guy. So he's just happy to be here. He said, look, I root my teammates on. I'm just happy to be involved in the experience. Used to playing with players like this.
Kobe dribbling it up. That time, Kevin Durant on the two. Aaron Williams leaves it off. And Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Show them what you're about, man. Show them what you're about. Nice.
Kevin Durant, the quick release. Durant trying to spin over. And what about the flaming Kevin Durant? And it's blocked away by Battier. Stays with
And the moment, attack him, get up the floor quickly, try to make some plays, steal Durant.
And little groups all around the gym at the Cox Pavilion.
Nice. Yo, he's destroying them, man. 22 points. Yo.
In a game where Kevin Durant was just happy to suit up, he ends up stealing the show as an overwhelming offensive weapon, scoring 24 points in just 25 minutes, with 18 of those points coming in the second half alone, all while being guarded by LeBron, Tayshaun Prince, and Shane Battier, 3 players who would make NBA All-Defensive teams the next season. Now, this was no ordinary exhibition game. Although the outcome technically didn't matter, the intensity was as high as ever. Kobe said, it's extremely competitive. Everybody's still having a good time and enjoying themselves, but really going at each other. And I think that's what's really going to make us better and help elevate our level. LeBron commented on the elevated competition by saying, everybody came to compete. There was a lot of competition out there. It was probably better than an all-star game.
I mean, an all-star game is just an all-star game. It doesn't really have that much competition.
This was an all-out battle.
Jason Kidd, the wife beater.
If anyone wasn't sold on Durant after his historic season at Texas, they were all in after this game. And it wasn't just how much he was putting the ball in the hoop, it was the way he did it. Scoring from the low post, jump hooks, mid-range, and three-pointers. All of this while sharing the ball with the league's two best scorers in Carmelo Anthony and Kobe Bryant. Durant had limited opportunities to make an impact in the game, so he spent his introduction to the NBA's best players by giving them buckets for 25 minutes. But this version of Durant is very different than the one we see today.
Why was my thing for
He
you?
wasn't as confident in
Okay.
his bag. Instead of breaking defenders down off the dribble like we see him often do today, he was much more of a catch-and-shoot threat. He was a nervous 18-year-old playing with the players he looked up to. But the most glaring difference from this KD and the one we've become familiar with was his height. When KD came into the league, he was listed at 6'9". Fast forward 13 years, and Durant is a legit 7-footer.
What? What? Wait, 6'9" is 7 foot. I thought he was only 6'11". I mean, there's not much of a difference. But he's taller than a compo, man. Yo. Nice. Fair play. So he's grew 3 inches, more or less. Wait. 6'10", 6'11". And yeah, 3 inches.
And Durant is a legit 7-footer. The common explanation is that he lied about his height because he wanted to play on the perimeter and not be a player stuck in the post. But when you watch clips from this game, Durant is noticeably shorter than he is today. Here's Kevin Durant right next to LeBron. KD almost looks shorter than him. Here's Durant next to 6'8" Shane Battier. Kevin Durant looks like an average-sized player in 2007. Here's an article saying that KD was 6'7" in his senior season in high school. Compare these clips to his stature today, where Durant is the tallest player on the court 90% of the time, and you realize that KD never lied about his height. In fact, he might not have even been 6'9" when he was drafted. He's just a freak of nature and grew 3 inches since he's been in the league.
Yep, 3 inches.
What do you get when you add 3 inches on a super long, sharp-shooting, all-around great 18-year-old? Well,
A better player.
you get one of the greatest players of all time.
Hey, I got it right.
For an average NBA player, it takes a few seasons to really make a difference in the league. For good players, it may just be a single season. And for great players, it may only take a few months. For Kevin Durant, it didn't even take a single game.
3 quarters.
We all enjoyed.
5. Wow.
Until next time.
Still snake though. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like it and subscribe to my channel, and peace.